I think what took us quite long to figure out was put some structure in place in your hiring process. It's going to help you a ton. In the early days, it was just me and Suryansh hiring for positions we've never experienced. Like how does an architect hire an electronics engineer? You know, how does an architect hire a full stack developer? So that was a very interesting learning experience. And at that point, what really helped us was that gut feeling. And, you know, we hired for personalities we felt would fit the company. Of course, who exhibited a high level of technological competence and were clearly good at what they did. But we biased a lot more then than I think we do today. Maybe today it's 50-50, but because of our lack of knowledge in their specific expertise, we biased a lot to this is a person I could spend, you know, 12 hours a day with in this small room. And luckily that got us 85% of the way there in terms of our hires of, you know, really great people joining the team. And another thing in those early days of hiring that helped us a lot was just seeing a lot of people, you know, I think we saw at that point, like for a certain position, 50 candidates. And I know not everyone has that ability. We were lucky in certain roles because there's not a lot of interesting hardware necessarily back then going on in London. So when a job like that opens up in central London, a lot of people apply. And that helped us figure out who we wanted and what kind of profile we wanted, because we saw just a ton of applicants, and we took as many phone call and face-to-face interviews as we could to just like start to build our knowledge of, okay, this is what we want our mechanical engineer to look like. Now, when we have a team in place, the hiring process is significantly, I would say, different than in the days when it was me and Suryansh putting out job ads and trying to figure out what we wanted. Now, this is why I say put some structure in place, because the team knows what they want to a big extent. And they need to have a voice in that hiring process. And if you leverage your team correctly, you can shorten that process quite a lot. You can cull down your candidates quite a lot. And it's something we learned to do over time. And I think we're still not there on that, but we're getting better at it, like leveraging your team.